It's funny a movie like this comes out right after I start talking about Shutter Island. Hello again, everyone. My name is Chet. This here is ChetChat, and we saw Raw. When a young vegetarian undergoes a carnivorous hazing ritual at vet school, an unbidden taste for meat begins to grow in her. So I actually just saw Raw on a poster at this theater that I usually go to that shows limited release movies, and being that it's been really slowly, I thought that it might be a good idea to watch this movie. And I actually read the synopsis a little bit, and I was like, oh, this seems kind of interesting because, you know, vegetarians and the social and so I go on to watch the movie, and right off the bat, the movie draws you in with like some really shocking stuff, and then it shows you these characters. There's this girl and there's this vegetarian family, and she goes to this school, and it's a veterinarian school, and apparently her sister is already there, and they're both pretty much geniuses. They're really good at veterinarian studies. But for some reason, if I had to go to a school like this, I guess I'm not becoming a vet. The school is almost like a fraternity, and it's just pure chaos. There's such a rough environment for this girl to become a freshman in this school. So the main thing that happens in this movie is that you see this girl pretty much transform into a different person. It's almost a really twisted take on a coming of age story, which I really appreciated in this movie. Although while I was watching the movie, I actually haven't said this already, that this is a foreign film, it's in French, I felt kind of like bored sometimes, and I felt some scenes were unnecessary, and some of the pacing was really slow, and I felt like there was a lot of things that could have been better. But as I said in the beginning, this reminded me of Shutter Island in the sense that when you see the last maybe 10 minutes of the movie, everything makes complete sense, and it just gives you this fresh take on the whole movie. It just blows your mind. You're like, wow, they did a good job here. Because after I saw the ending, I was actually going through the movie and realizing what was happening to the girl after they showed that thing in the ending. And I was like, this was awesome now. This scene makes complete sense. This scene needed to be here. And it was just so good. I loved how well done it was. So as I usually say with foreign films, I'm not too sure how good the acting is because I don't speak the language, but it looked really believable. The characters, you know, they didn't look robotic or anything. So that had that going for it. The setting is just always looking disgusting and gross, and I just felt so irksome watching the movie. I just had to go home and take a shower, man. It was just so gross all the time. And it looks like Chernobyl, but it's an actual vet school, and there's always partying, and I hate partying. I never really went to the club, and they constantly showed them going to the club, but then there's like gory parts that are really convincing looking, and it really does a good job of setting up the environment and the feeling of oppression and just the harsh environment for this girl to grow up into this person who she's realizing that she's becoming. So I don't know what else I can say about this movie. I really highly recommend this movie a lot. It's a really good movie. Raw. French movie. Prepare to read your subtitles, but really good ending. Well done movie after you realize what happens in the ending, and I'm just so happy to see something fresh again that left something on me after I left the theater, having like this fresh take on a coming of age story that is really twisted. So that's about it for this episode. My name is Chet. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Give it a thumbs down if you didn't like it. And let me know if you've seen some other coming of age stories that, you know, took a shot at being different and being fresh and actually being good. And let me know if you actually seen Raw and what you thought about it. And do you think I'm hyping the ending too much without spoiling too much of it? Yeah, just let me know, you know? Yeah. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Keep watching them movies and, you know, try to enjoy yourself. Don't be too critical like I'm being right now. God.